This scientist plucked one of her eyelashes, glued it to a wooden stick, creating a simple experimental tool. Next, she cut infected viral cells in half, using the tool she just made to separate a small sample, placed it under the electron microscope for observation. She inhaled sharply as the sample quickly became cloudy, with all the cells dead. Among all the known viruses in the world, only filoviruses have such a deadly destructive power. So she and her assistant headed to the highest level containment lab. She stripped off her clothes after putting on sterilized socks, pants, and gloves. She underwent a second disinfection under the UV sterilization light. Next, she tightly taped her sleeve cuffs and pant legs before donning a fully sealed protective suit and attaching a safety rope. She passed through several security doors, entering the final experimental space. These strict protective measures were designed to ensure she wouldn't be infected while handling samples potentially containing deadly viruses, and to prevent any virus leakage to the outside.
Hand me the acetone.
What are we testing for, Zeb?
Immunofluorescence.
She suspected that the sample received earlier that morning was infected with the Marburg virus. Then the scientist made a call, and after receiving authorization, she dared to open the freezer containing all 4 level 4 viruses in the world. Carefully, she took out the Marburg virus antibody and dripped it onto the filovirus she had just discovered. It didn't turn green, which meant her suspicion was wrong. Her expression grew even more serious. If it wasn't the Marburg virus, then there was only one possibility left: Ebola, the deadliest virus with a fatality rate over 90%. However, when the scientist took out the Ebola antibody and turned her around to perform the verification, her assistant looked at her protective suit with a look of horror. She followed the direction the assistant was pointing and discovered a hole in the protective suit with fresh blood on it. The scientist immediately realized the severity of the issue, quickly issued a lockdown alarm. The lab was instantly filled with the alarm bells, and the danger warning lights flashed nonstop. She dared not linger, rushing to the quarantine area for full-body disinfection. Rescue soldiers soon arrived, and they quickly cut off the scientist's gloves. Fortunately, it was just from an old injury, but she was still sent to the quarantine room for observation. Only after confirming she wasn't infected could she leave. But the scientist was too concerned about the situation to care for herself, urgently relaying the seriousness of the situation to her superior.
And there's a chance that it's Ebola.